We gonna go see the Illusive Man next?
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Illusive Man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You know our dear friend, the Illusive Man?
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Cerberus hasn't changed. Human colonies are vanishing. Cerberus does good work. I know that typically the Paragon one is the top, but I mean at the same time, sometimes it's just like you should choose whatever. Human colonies are vanishing. I'll go with that.
The collectors have been abducting colonists from the fringes of the terminus systems. No distress signals are sent out. No signs of attack.
There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all, except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No. Slower than gas. Drugged water supply? No. Effects not simultaneous.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
Yes.
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board. Non-human crew members. Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology. Need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Man, he's a lot to handle. Oh, research unlocked. Is that the same one that I... Yeah, those are the ones I was just looking at. Can I look at this? Does this show... I wonder if this will show damage if, like, something happens to the ship as time goes on.
What's this area of the ship?
No, I already know.
This is the FTL communications room, in addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network. No, this allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I thought she would say something different. Oh, is this the lab? Look, it does say Tech Lab right over there. Edie, tell me about it.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Normandy's technical lab, where you can investigate new research upgrades that will improve ship or team performance. All upgrades can be developed in the Normandy's lab, provided you have acquired the necessary resources. You can find these resources by scanning planets or searching while on missions.
That's what all those metal bits are for. Does this go back out to the... Yeah, it must go out to the CIC. About research. Research new upgrades to dramatically improve the power of your squad members' weapons and ship. Discover research projects by acquiring new upgrades. For example, if you find an assault rifle upgrade, your scientists can study it, and they may discover a research project to further improve assault rifles. When you purchase a research project, you must pay the specified amount of rare resources. You then gain the upgrade described in the research project, and the upgrade moves to the upgrade section of the research terminal. Weapon upgrades are modular technological improvements integrated into Okay, review. Squad bonus plus 10% assault rifle damage. Upgrades assault rifles, battle rifles, and machine guns for the entire squad. Well, we have tons of iridium, so this is good. We can do it. Wait, the upgrade strengthens a weapon's mass effect field generator, increasing the velocity. Okay, do it. View this and other upgrades at your personal terminal. Okay, can I do multiples, or do I just have to choose one at a time? Oh god, alright. Does it say fully upgrade a weapon? Did I fully upgrade it? Oh, so you can do more if you just... You're gonna have to have a lot more iridium. An armor upgrade is a modular technology that can be added to your armor to improve its defensive, protective, or medical capabilities. When you obtain new armor upgrades, they will automatically be integrated into your entire squad's armor. Purchase new blah 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 blah. Medgel. Oh, that's good. Yep. So platinum for armor. So it's iridium for weapons, platinum for armor. Does it have to take me out of the menu every time? Prototypes. Although prototype technology is advanced and powerful, it is also extremely expensive to produce and often unstable when used. Thanks to Cerberus's advanced science facilities and the genius of Dr. Morden Solus, you have one of the few facilities in the world capable of producing these technologies. Each technology you produce will be powerful, but will upgrade only a single member of your squad. Discover prototype technology by scanning advanced technology on missions and discussing research with your squad members. Oh, so they can come up with ideas. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Heavy weapon upgrade. So that takes iridium because it's a weapons upgrade. Plus 15% heavy weapon ammo. What was the heavy bone? And that must go to Shepard. Requires one more heavy skin weave upgrade to unlock. Shepard takes 50% less damage from melee. Oh, that sounds pretty great. Missile launcher. Okay, let's get that heavy weapon. And then ship enhancements too. The Normandy represents the cutting edge of Cerberus fleet technology, but further improvements are possible and could assist you in succeeding in missions. Talking to your crew. So those are kind of gated by how far you are in the game, I suppose, because you have to have certain dialogues with different members of your crew. And then, they move over to the upgrades section after you investigate them. Upgrades improve your squad members' powers, your weapons, blah blah blah, okay. Oh, and I don't have to choose anything, it's just automatic, it's in there, and that's it. So assault rifle, 1 of 5, heavy skin weave, 1 of 5. I see. Excuse me, I'm not going out. Staying in. I just want to look at all the bits. What's that? Does that go down to the bilge? Oh, nasty. Morden.
Shepard, how can I help?
I want to talk about you.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Oh yeah, how's Daniel?
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
It's like, stuff's noisy, it's so annoying. Just leave it with Daniel, whatever. He can have them. Work in limited facilities. Yeah, I guess he would be working in limited facilities, working on some, like, backwater asteroid or whatever it is.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
I mean, he's got a pretty positive attitude. That's nice, but I can tell that he very much likes the work as opposed to the product of helping people. Special Tasks Group.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Task Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
So?
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
They have to buy their own weapons, wow. Tell me about special tasks. Isn't that exactly what I was just asking about?
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
Have I met Curie? God, I do not remember. There's so many people that I... Okay, sure, I met him.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Oh, okay.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
No, I think you're pretty much correct on that. I remember that speech that he made. That, like, we shall not go quietly into the night kind of thing.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
What are all these things? Sorry, I'm just looking at the scenery. There's no real reason to. Nothing's interactive. Just curious. Oh yeah, and you got a nice view, too. Can you see the other window from here? You can. That's the, armory on the other side, I believe. I don't think there's any... Oh, Jacob would be in there. I was gonna say, there's probably nothing in there that I need or need to investigate, but I always need to investigate Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's rap.
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
You don't have to be so formal, Jacob.
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
Tell me about joining Cerberus.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results-at-all-costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
All right. Career highlights?
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Sounds like a pretty big deal. Yeah, why wasn't that reported?
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
You're still in top shape. Uh-huh.
You look like you came through no worse for wear.
If nothing else, the Alliance trains their people well. Once you live that life, you can't sit around getting fat. Most of us didn't get a Cerberus rebuild. They outdid themselves with you. Ask for any upgrades?
I was in no shape to ask. Or just none needed. Both of those answers are good. I mean, I could be a little humble. I was in no shape to ask. None needed.
I'm glad enough they restored me to stock. Couldn't hurt to keep some spare parts handy, though.
I hear that. Your job isn't getting any safer. You know, I used to wonder what the big deal with you was. But now that we're in deep, I'm glad it's not me in the spotlight.
There's no hiding, Jacob. Not for any of us.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Nothing back that way. Okay. I guess I should go around and talk to everybody. Oh, I can drop off the... I don't want to talk to Edie. She's just going to tell me the same crap. I can drop off the brandy and all that other stuff. Do you have any news for me?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you, Kelly. How are you, by the way?
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee.
Oh,
He's
you're telling
gonna be
me.
a very productive member of the team. Anyway, what's up?
I don't think he ever sleeps, probably. How's the crew doing?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Yeah, I've heard.
Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
You have anything new to talk about? No.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
She sounds kind of sad about it. How about Miranda? Oh no, she's down below, isn't she? She's on that side, but not on this floor. I think it was in the... Yeah, Miranda's down here. Okay, let's go down to the crew's quarters. Oh, this is just the overall crew quarters.
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
Nice that they update the conversations there as we go on. Oh, that's life support. I was gonna say, is that a crew section that I just can't get into right now? Miranda, what are you doing in there? Let's talk about something that's not you and how great you are.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
So both of these are either I'm not Cerberus or this is my operation, which mostly say the same thing. I'm not Cerberus.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Illusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Right, let's hear her out. Why should we?
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know.
Oh, backstory time.
Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I kind of have like a half-formed thought, but not enough that I could word it in any good way.
I assume that Cerberus approved of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Illusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
I wonder if he's still chasing after her. You're better than that. Better than what? Having a purpose? I'm curious what this dialogue's gonna go to.
You talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used. By your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Interesting. Yeah, they both are kind of similar in that way, but yeah, okay. That's not what defines you.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Oh, look at us becoming friends. Oh, let's hear more about your father.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus. before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Self-esteem? I don't know what that option means.
You talk about yourself like you're just a
Oh,
tool
okay.
to be used.
Same
By
thing.
Your father? By Cerberus?
Maybe.
You
I
are
like
who
to
you
know.
are, Miranda.
That's easy for you. The difference is, you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Alright, on to your mother.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
I'm getting like some immaculate conception kinds of stuff going on now. Oh, I wonder if this is another thing to add on to the religious references list in Mass Effect 2. Except instead of being created without a father, she was created without a mother.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.